Chick and the Duck podcast with myself, Ry, and my brother, Micah, where we talk about anything and everything pop culture, movies, anything like that. Micah, how you doing this fine, way too late evening?
Oh yeah, 1:08 a.m. It's not podcast hours.
No, we were fine about it. We're fine about it usually, but this was like a not emergency pod, but like we gotta get it done type deal.
That's true.
So
Yeah,
what? I know you were busy tonight. What were you doing tonight?
had a pretty busy day.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, last night. Okay, so spoiler. This is the second time that we're recording this
Yeah.
because last night we recorded. So after we recorded, and then we started streaming, played Wordle.
Yeah.
You left. We streamed until like 4
Jeez.
or 4:30, one of the two.
Yikes.
So I woke up at like 12:30 today.
Makes sense.
Got up, did an assignment.
Mm-hmm.
Remade my entire resume so I can apply to Willis Towers Watson.
Nice.
Which the resume looks pretty fire now.
You should send it. You should send it to me. I want to see it. That is such an adult thing for me to say.
It's so funny.
You remade your resume?
Yeah, I redid that.
Uh-huh.
And sent it over to Dad so he could look at it.
Cool.
Just because obviously I'm applying to his
company.
So, and he like set up the whole job, so he's like, he wanted me to like put specific things on it.
Yeah.
Like emphasize the fact that like I have technical skills, so I like included all the different coding languages I've worked with and like all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And after that, went on a hike with Maddie.
Nice.
Fun sunset hike. After that, we just hung out for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
What did we do? We watched that 70 show. Oh, she gave me a facial, they're so nice, bro. You gotta get Jenna to give you a facial.
I know. I've asked her before.
She didn't. She plucked my eyebrows though.
Nice.
Not hurt so bad.
Beauty hurts.
It hurt so bad.
Beauty is pain, dude.
It is. So she did that first, and then she gave me the facial, which is so nice. She has like all this fancy stuff that she got like because they get like an advent calendar for beauty products.
Of course.
For Christmas.
That's cool.
And so she used like that stuff. She's got like the Japanese like scraper thingies that like supposed to get rid of fat or whatever. Those things feel so good. It's like such an odd feeling.
Yeah.
You like it pushes like on your jawline or whatever.
Okay.
Oh, your camera just cut out.
It did? Is it here still?
It's like bugging.
I can see it on mine.
Okay. Continue, yeah. I guess.
Okay.
I can't see you though.
You can't see me at all?
No, I'll send you a picture of what it looks like, but I'll keep talking.
Okay, yeah, keep talking.
Yeah, so did that and then went swimming we went and got Taco Bell and then went swimming at Maddie's place with Jackson and Lauren.
Gotcha. That's fun.
Made some like funny videos and stuff.
Oh, that's dope.
I just sent you a picture.
Okay, let's see what this looks like.
It's bad.
I'm showing the camera. Trying to.
See, like the top of your video, I can see the top sliver.
It's
like
really weird.
Loading.
It's strange. I don't know how to fix it. Without having to start this over again.
There we go. I fixed it.
That's
I just disabled your video and re-enabled it.
There we go. That's perfect. Oh, so you went to Taco Bell and swam. That's dope. That's fun. Today, I mean, last night I was up till like 3:30. Like I got off, I edited the podcast that came out today, being the I guess today's the 1st now, but the 29th.
Yeah.
And like everything went smoothly with like I haven't posted on Instagram because I forgot. It bothers me, but whatever. Basically, the YouTube premiere went great, and then I posted the other one on other streaming platforms or whatever. So I was up
Okay,
late, woke up at like 7:30,
yeah.
and I was like, nah, like this ain't gonna happen. So I slept till probably 10, maybe.
That's so funny.
But I like was gonna do stuff, and I was like, nah. So I sat in here and I watched a 2-hour Nelk Full Send podcast with Mr. Beast
Oh,
because
yeah.
I love listening to that man talk. Like, he's so smart. And Nelk's not my favorite by any means. I'm not endorsing Nelk. I do enjoy Bradley Martin though. In a podcast setting, he asks really good questions, and so he's like, getting Mr. Beast to talk about all these very smart things. So that is just very,
Good.
very, very good. We went to the Lobergs tonight too and had dinner, so it was fun,
Nice.
but
That is cool.
nothing crazy. I just chilled all day, which was nice. So
Yeah.
but yeah, trying to think if there's anything recently that I've done. I bought tickets to Texas. I think I told you that.
Yeah.
So you come back what, the 16th of December?
I think so. Yeah.
So we get to the 14th.
Okay.
Claiming territory of your room early.
Yep.
I honestly I don't know what the setup will be like, but yeah. So going. Goodness, I can't talk. Yeah, coming the 14th and leaving the 21st. So we're there for a full week. There
Nice.
5 days with you. So obviously, first 2 days will be nice because we'll probably just chill.
Yeah.
And then when you get there, we'll obviously do Christmas and cookies and
All that stuff.
all that fun stuff. Maybe I don't know if you want to go to Magnolia again, but Jenna wants to go to Magnolia. So I want to go to. Well, me and you gotta get a tattoo.
Yeah.
I want to go to Six Flags, bro.
Yeah. So do I.
Like, why?
I'm like cool with Magnolia and everything like that.
Right.
When we went back again, it was just a lot more chill.
Yeah, it might just be
a lot quicker.
Yeah. Like I'm just thinking like if we want to take a day to do something when you're there, it's like would we rather go do something we haven't done or and like the second day we're there go to Bang, I don't know, So honestly, I'd be chill if Jenna and Mom went to Magnolia. Like I don't care if I go.
For real.
Like I don't care. Like that'd be
so funny.
As long as you bring me home sweet tea.
Yeah, or money.
I'd be chilling. So, but yeah, honestly, nothing else is going on. Just work.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think I told you this. Even two things. One.
Oh, actually, there's something too.
So first off, I don't know how well this is gonna show.
Oh, is that a Hugsy?
I got Hugsy, bro.
Yeah.
Like there's a TikToker I follow on obviously TikTok. Duh. He's
on MySpace.
He's a Funko Pop creator, and he's not the most. I don't like him a lot, but he talks about Funko Pops a lot. And he was like, "Oh, He goes to Target just randomly all the time, and he's like, "Oh, they have Hugsy," and I was like, "Oh," and so I just left work and went to Target to see. And they had one, so I was like, I'm gonna buy it. I'm not gonna miss out.
Yeah.
The other thing is I get to preach on a Sunday morning, November 20th.
Nice.
I'll send you the link. You and Maddie can watch church.
Oh yeah.
So I'm
down for that.
I'm excited for that. That'll be cool.
That is exciting. That's cool.
Yeah. So.
It's dope.
Yeah. So, what was the thing you were gonna say?
Oh yeah. I got thinking 2 orders for my posters today.
Really?
Since I started doing the $1 a day advertisement thing again because it started picking up. I was getting like hundreds of views on the shop and everything, and people favoriting like a bunch. Like Boy Meets World has like over 100 favorites.
That's cool because that's
the next closest is like 15.
Because that poster is so. I've never seen a Boy Meets World one like that. You know?
I mean, it must be why it's. And Jackson looked up Boy Meets World or whatever because it shows me what searches most people find it from.
Yeah.
And so You search Boy Meets World and scroll. And it's like not that far down from the top,
Let's
which
see.
is crazy.
I'll do it. I'll search. I'm on Etsy on my phone. Boy Meets World. It's literally. I think this is you. It's
Mine
yeah.
would be the only one.
It is the fourth thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
moved up.
Yeah. I should follow the shop. Oh, I already was following the shop. Oops. No, I mean seriously though, like one of like the five main people in the show. You know, you got the airplane up top, and like yeah,
Yeah, the paper airplane was a
it's a
nice
good,
touch.
it's a cool poster, so it makes sense. So which one's the two buy?
One about a Batman, which was surprising. Because
Hey,
it gets like no favorites or anything, but somebody
but
bought the Batman one. It's cool. I love it.
it's a
And
good one.
it's up above you.
Yeah, it's right up there.
Right there in the corner.
It's a
It's a
nice
really
one.
good poster.
It's
One of my
getting it's
favorites.
getting blown up. I'm getting a 20 by 30.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm. Have I told you this?
No.
For Christmas, you still have to. Obviously, for Christmas I asked you to make Everything Everywhere All at Once one and a few other ones, whatever.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact that I'm going to be getting 5 20 by 30 frames and blowing up my top 5 movies.
Oh, nice.
I guess now I need you to make a Good Will Hunting one, but for now, hopefully it'll stay the same.
Yeah.
But like, I'm gonna get 5 blown up like big posters and put them in my church office.
Yeah.
Which will be sick.
That's fire.
So, and then I'm gonna blow up the Funko one as well. But so they bought Batman and they bought
Boy Meets World.
Okay, that makes sense.
Boy Meets World's been bought like 5 times. And then or
Okay.
4 times.
And do you
And
get
then
complete sales on it, or how much do you get from it?
it like varies. I honestly don't know how it works.
Yeah.
They like take it's been a different amount I've gotten every single time. The first time I got like $12, which is
From
it's $10.
That's what I was wondering.
So I don't know.
I also think
Honestly,
it's
it might
smart that
be
you have them
because
so cheap.
yeah, that's what I'm doing too. Is that I'm not even gonna push it up. I'm just gonna let people buy it until, you know, I've got like a bunch of sales because it keeps growing
Right.
constantly.
Which is what you want, obviously.
Yeah, and then once it's popular enough, then I would just like push it up.
Right.
But for now, I mean, I don't even care. $10. I just made $20 today without doing anything.
Right. Yeah. You spent the time before, and now it's like it's light
And I
work.
made $20, so now I just don't even have to pay for the ads I was paying for.
Right, for the next what
20 days.
20 days. Yeah. Yeah.
Of ads for free. And that's not even if, more people buy them. So far it's been 2 days and I've had 2 sales.
I'm curious if I look up like Stand By Me poster. Do you have that one posted?
I should. I don't know. Some of them don't some of them have issues. Like I can't post a Stranger Things one.
Okay.
I don't even know why, honestly.
Your Stand By Me one's not up. Your Stand By Me one is definitely cooler than all these other ones too. Like these are fine, but I don't know.
I'm trying to think of. Yeah, I just wish I could post a stupid Stranger Things one.
Right?
That's like one of my favorite ones.
It is a very good one. I still want you to make an Eddie one. Like
Yeah, I should.
a rocking, like whatever one.
I don't know why I don't have Stand By Me.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
It'd be based on files or whatever.
I have it, so what else was I gonna talk about? I think that's it. I honestly there's not much else going on. Like literally just you're just doing school and hanging out with the friends and the girlfriend, and then I'm just hanging out with the wife and the Brighton and working as well. So but when we recorded last night, we realized that our top 5 was something that we had already done, and we made it work, but we switched our top 5. So our top 5 today is top 5 hats. As no matter what episode we're doing, obviously we've had 2 episodes now on video, but like Micah, you wear a hat every day. like consistently all the time. I wear a hat close to every day. Sometimes I take it off though. Like you always have it on, but regardless, we love hats. So top 5. Um, we got 8 total. It's 3 honorable
Yeah,
mentions. 5 obviously top 5.
I think
You want
8.
you want to go with your last honorable mention? Number
Let's
8.
see. Let's figure out first. One,
we got
two,
we're gonna
three,
we
four.
get to show them too. So if you are listening, this is a great opportunity. If you are listening on
Switch over to
Spotify
YouTube,
or
baby.
Apple, like obviously do that. That's great. Leave a review on Spotify, podcast, Apple Podcast, whatever. But you can watch us on YouTube. Just search Chicken the Duck Podcast. You'll find it. It's one of the first things that pops up. Or you go to our Instagram, and in our bio we have that linked. Subscribe. We'll post more content than just podcasts, hopefully. So anyway, plug over.
All right. So for my last honorable mention, on number 8, I'm pulling out the Magnolia Trucker.
They had a Magnolia Trucker?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. Nice.
It's the Magnolia.
That's it. That's cool.
It's reversed, but you can use your imagination.
Yeah. It's not reversed.
Oh. That's what you said to me before too.
Yeah, and you told me it wasn't
So
reversed.
it shows, yeah, so on my screen it shows reversed.
And then on this screen you can see it normal. So
cool. You guys can see it. Established 03 Magnolia. Cool
Mine,
rustic color, fits well.
Yeah, it's nice. My number 8 is going to be a trucker as well. It is going to be my Butcher Boys trucker. Just a sick hat. I have a black and red one, but I think the black and gray goes crazy. And I wore it to work a lot, but at the same time, it's a hat. Even though I don't work at Butcher Boys anymore, I still rock with. So
it is cool. I like hats like that. I like when hats got stuff on it that isn't like mainstream, you know?
Yeah, and it's local business. And even though I worked at Butcher Boys and I didn't love it all the time, like now it's like people ask me what's the best meat in town. I'm still gonna say Butcher Boys. I didn't just say that because I worked there. Like it's fire, and they have great owners and people working there. So.
Oh yeah. All right. Next up,
we
got a special one.
Okay.
We got one that we just talked about.
Oh, you got the special. The
Disneyland throwback Disneyland Resort bucket hat.
That hat is from
2016 or something. 2015.
No, before, because I was a sophomore. It was end of sophomore year, right? Because I was turning 16. Yes, it was Palmer and I 16th B day. Yeah.
So 2015.
2015. So
2015.
7 years ago.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
Vintage. Never sold again.
Nope.
And now taking offers starting at $5,000.
I have one as well in my closet over here.
One of one. Don't listen to him.
For real though. There's 2 of 2. We should talk about our 2 of 20 thing though at some point.
Oh yeah.
You have it in your place or is it at home?
I don't know.
Yeah, I got mine somewhere. Anyway, my number 7 is gonna be my original New Era fitted, Boston fitted. I mean, this thing is worn out. Like you can't really tell on camera, but this thing is like getting faded. Yeah. And I mean, it's a solid hat. I've had it for a very long time, probably 4 or 5 years now. And it's an essential. I bought it. I do like the Red Sox. They're my favorite baseball team. If I had a favorite baseball team, shout out Mariners though. Make the playoffs, but just a sick hat, comfortable. Can't go wrong with New Era fitted.
Definitely not. That New Era look.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up, it's actually another valuable hat. Technically. Yeah. Technically speaking, probably could get a lot of money for this, more than I paid.
Okay.
Because it is a Dixie State Trailblazers hat. A little bit beat, would have to wash it because I wear it a lot. This is like my active wear because it's super lightweight, stretchy. And
nice.
Like the breathability here.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and cool. Just like really, really thin. Really nice black on black look.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Super clean.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. But yeah,
That's
I mean,
sick.
people were selling Dixie State stuff for a lot.
Really?
Yeah, somebody's like sold like a bulk of things for like $400.
That's actually kind of crazy. I have Dixie State stuff, bro. I
Yeah.
have sweatshirts and shirts. And I have.
St. George, people, I mean, it was controversial. People with St. George are
They're mad.
super like
Yeah.
yeah, community driven, and it like was like a big F you to the community.
Yeah, they didn't like it.
Yeah.
This is my last honorable mention. A recent pickup. Finally glad I got a Vikings hat, but it's my vintage Vikings snapback. I mean, just sick.
He
Such a cool hat for $30 at a vintage pop up shop in the Vancouver Mall. If you're in Vancouver, go check it out. It was dope. So gotta go with
he
that.
he. All right, next up we are another fitted hat.
Mm.
We got the representation here. We got the sick Tar Heels fitted.
Yes,
Oh my goodness, it's clean.
it is so nice.
It's so sick, bro. I love this hat so much.
It is so nice.
Text, like the Super Bowl, it's like reflective 3M text.
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
So nice.
My into my top five. That's your fifth, right? My top five. This is a hat that I love for many reasons. It is going to be my Outer Banks Kildare Island trucker hat, as worn by John B. in season 2. One, Connection to Outer Banks. It's not the greatest show of all time, but I'm a sucker for that show like crazy. Like, love the show a lot. My cat's named Pogue. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think it's a sick hat too. I mean, it's cool that you can look up a picture of when John B's wearing it. But like, it's a camel hat. It goes with stuff. Fire. I can't. It's in my weekly rotation.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure. What are we at right now?
just you're gonna be your 4.
Okay, yeah, that is right. Number 4. You actually got me this hat. It's gone out of the rotation. As it was my number 1 hat at some point.
I know. I think I know what hat you're talking about.
You do. It's black.
Yep.
Your little sneak preview. Oh, it's coming up. It is the Range Leather Bison patch hat.
Yeah, you could tell that was your number 1 hat.
Yeah. Look at that. Bison's getting worn out. You can actually see it better on camera
Yeah.
than in person because I don't even know why, honestly.
Yeah.
Don't know why that works.
That's funny.
But yeah, really nice hat. I love the way range hats fit.
Range hat's
And
dope.
So, Range Leather, you gotta check them out. Like, they're getting pretty big now.
They are.
When I found them, they were just like, they didn't have like any followers on anything or.
Right. Have you seen those hats that they're trucker hats and they got like that big patch of like the animals?
Yeah.
They're cool, but they don't have like there's certain like some of them are way cooler than others. But I want them to keep expanding their animal list.
Yeah. I agree.
So this one, my first Tar Heel one on my list, won't be my last. But at 4, I got my Culture Kings Tar Heel blue kind of suede. Culture Kings goes crazy.
Fire hats. Bro.
They put out fire everything, dude.
New Era put out a bunch of like new styles.
Really?
Teams.
So
yeah.
But I love this hat. I don't wear it all the time because it's a blue hat. But I mean, March, I'm always wearing that hat.
Oh yeah.
So
the next one I got, it's gonna be the last fitted. It's a new pickup recently. New Era again. And that is the Rangers, Texas Rangers All-Star Game.
That's like a 2-for-1. That's a trucker fitted hat.
Yeah, it's fire.
That's so I didn't. That's
and
so
it's
cool.
so breathable.
That's so
It's
nice.
really, really nice.
That you wear that one a lot too.
You got the TSA line scuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I put it through TSA, I had to take it off and it got caught on something and pulled out, and it just kept getting it got like stuck, and so the conveyor was like just scuffed it up.
Yeah, for
Now
sure.
it's there forever. But
Right.
this thinking the new era, one of the new era new drops was like what is it called? Embroidery. And it was they had a Rangers one, which they never put Rangers for like those drops. And it was just the Rangers hat with a Longhorn embroidered on the side.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they have it for other teams too.
Oh,
Boston was a part of some of the new drops. The
Boston.
Celtics.
Oh, really?
I don't know what other baseball teams were because obviously I just saw that the Rangers were finally a part of it, so I looked.
Right.
There's like 4 different like new styles. There's like a yeah, the Celtics had a walnut one, so it was like 2 shades of brown.
Oh,
Pretty
okay.
sick.
I'll have to check. I'll have to find it. Not right now because my phone's gonna die too. But before I continue my list, I just do want to show this. So backstory real quick. Mike has a similar hat, championship hat signed just like this. But
Yeah.
2017, North Carolina won the UNC won the national championship. The beat Gonzaga, L Gonzaga, common L Gonzaga.
Oh yeah.
And then we went to the PK80, the Thanksgiving the following year, and we're wearing our hats because we wore North Carolina gear. Why wouldn't you? Anyway, the second day we went before the game and got all the players to sign our hat, but the day before, the first day, a special somebody was sitting in the crowd, and we went and got signed. We got Roy Williams signed, and then the whole team signed national championship hat. I mean, you see it, 2017 national champions. Just crazy. I just
Wild.
had I mean that hat's is gonna be worth a lot someday. I'll never sell it. And if my kids sell it someday and you're still alive, you have my permission to and, anyway, my number 3 I got is my last fitted is the all black Carolina. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
All black Carolina,
Oh, yeah.
new era. This can be worn all the time. It's all black, goes with everything. I wear this one more than that previous Carolina one because of that reason. So
Love to see it.
just a sick hat.
My number 2 is a recent pickup.
Mm.
Most recent hat pickup.
Yep.
Got it for the anniversary, and it is a Salty Crew blue and white.
That's a dope one.
I love blue and white combo. Looks so clean.
I should have put my Broken Images hat on here.
Yeah, you should have.
But
yeah,
that's a dope one.
Salty Crew, find refuge in the sea, baby.
Yes, sir. Do you have a guess on what my number 2 is?
No.
Okay. It's from the same place that you've had one of your hats. I got my OG kind of made to look rustic and worn out Magnolia. It's a dad hat. It's more like a baseball cap than a dad hat.
Yeah.
If only you could feel, Mikey, you have felt this, but if you could feel this material, it's crazy. It's such a comfortable hat. Just Magnolia Farms, the cow on the front is sick. It's comfortable. Brown. I mean, fall colors, W. So it's a good hat. I love it.
Oh yeah. And our number 1.
Chicken the Duck. This one,
on. Check the fit.
Yeah. Brown with the tan, kind of dark brown with tan, and then the light brown.
Yeah, got that custom.
Very
design.
nice. It's comfortable. It's
goes hard.
Personal, and hopefully someday we'll be selling them. So if you want one, I want you to tell us, because then we can buy them and it'll be cheaper for you. So
We'll probably do different look though.
Yeah, because we
So
can't.
that
Ours can. It'll probably be like black.
And it'll probably just be like just a logo or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Something different, just to make it different.
We could do the whole thing around it, but definitely not the same colorway because that's ours.
Well, you want to have options for colors though.
That's true.
You'd rather just do less
But
on the embroider, or not embroider, the
the
leather
patch, the patch. This would have been cool if we. This would have been great if we were like actually were dropping a hat drop, and we're like our number one hat. Go get it on Shopify. But
Yeah, Shopify site, bro.
something like that. That'd be cool. But
That'd be
anyway, those are our hats. I mean, we got many. I mean, so many hats. So,
Oh yeah.
but
Moving on.
moving on.
We got cultural moments.
Hurricane
These
Ian.
are, I mean, yeah, Hurricane Ian. This is gonna be like a little bit quick, because
Yeah.
we already went into depth. It's like hard to like go into depth again.
So we'll go into depth on things that still are more.
Feel like we can naturally go into depth again,
Yeah.
but Hurricane Ian like talked about some obscure things, but we can hit the basics. Like obviously it was devastating.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Crazy. We can talk about social media. Social media was crazy.
It's
Like
yeah.
one of the first big like natural disasters to happen in the U.S. that's like getting shared and broadcast. You're getting like first person POVs of like everything that's happening.
Yeah, it's like the first time that we've seen since the big rise in digital media age that we've seen like people sitting in a inflatable pool in their living room. Like
Yep.
it's wild. The other thing that I was talking to somebody about, I think it was Luke Loberg tonight, like people that like stayed, like you have no really excuse. It's devastating. What happens is devastating, but you had a lot of time to get out. So it's wild. Like
it is wild.
We talked about like it's also wild that we knew two people that live in Florida.
Yeah.
Granted, they both were. It was probably raining in Miami, but where Addie was, our cousin Addie and her husband, it was sunny and 85 degrees because they were up in
Pensacola.
Pensacola. I was like, how do you say it? So I mean, natural disasters are never good. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, Tampa, interesting to see, like football field, all that type of stuff. So
it will be interesting.
This next one's just cool. Obviously, Mike and I both shared that we have Magnolia hats. That's from not just their Magnolia Chip and Joanna Games website, but it's from Magnolia, like their land in Waco. But Dude Perfect, they're released. I found how much it costs. It's $100 million.
Wow.
$100 million headquarters. Dude Perfect Land, essentially is what it's called. They're going to have a 330-foot trick shot tower. They're going to have like crazy mini golf. I'm guessing just outlandish obstacles, things like that. They're going to have a trick shot town, a Dude Perfect museum, 2 acres strictly for outdoor recreation activity space. They're going to have merch store, restaurants, and other things to come, basically, that they'll announce. Just crazy. Just super cool. We found out it's in the DFW area. So you can bet your sweet bottom that I will visit at some point.
Oh yeah.
So that would be awesome. What do we got next?
NFL.
Is NFL before Mr. Beast, or did we take off Mr. Beast?
We took off Mr. Beast.
Oh, anyway, Mr. Beast was offered $1 billion for his channel and companies. Go watch. I can't recommend them. Never mind. You can't. Just look up Mr. Beast interviews. You can watch those. Viewer discretion is advised. NFL, yes.
Yep, NFL. Week 3
plus week 4, game 1.
Yep. Week 3, Vikings won.
W, but whatever. Like Justin Jefferson
wasn't great. Yeah.
Non-existent.
Dalvin Cook got hurt.
Adam Thielen played well.
Cool.
Finally. Yeah. It's like they're playing in London this week, so
game's at 7:30
in the morning, right?
Time. Yeah, 6:30 your time.
Yeah. Like I could watch the
So,
whole
no
game.
Vikings this week.
If I get up, I could watch the whole game.
I'll probably wake up for the Vikings game.
I want to watch it. It'll be
Can't go
it'll be televised, won't it?
Yeah.
I guess you have what's it called, but
Sunday ticket. Yeah.
I guess the big thing to talk about is Tua.
Yeah.
Which obviously we recorded last night, but even there's more information that came out today that still I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't know, last Sunday, so a week ago from this coming Sunday, this time's gonna be off, so whatever. A couple weeks ago, week 3 of NFL, Tua got hit hard and fell and hit his head. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And he
whiplash.
like smacked it. He got up, and like shook his head, like did the thing when you hit your head, and then was like kind of whatever. His lineman caught him, and then like he was like, "Oh, I'm fine." And he started walking again and just completely collapsed.
Yeah.
Went to the locker room, all that, and then the doctors cleared him. He passed concussion protocol to go play back in the game again. And then Thursday night, so the 29th, right? 28th. 29th.
29th.
Math. It's the first right now. Happy October. He got tangled up with a defensive player who sacked him, and like you explained it really well, Micah, with how he went down so fast.
Yeah, so basically like the defender like wrapped him up and was like spinning, right? Defender fell. So defender's on the ground, Tua's up, and their legs like locked, and he's still pulling him like around like that in motion. So Tua, his feet are locked down here, and so he like spun and turned onto his back, because his feet are
stuck
anchored.
Where they are. Yeah.
So his upper body just way fast, momentum. It was like really the perfect situation for like a huge force like pulling down.
Right.
Because you got the lineman's weight
and strength,
all that, and strength pulling at the same time. So you got gravity and all that.
It's
and
not
he
in
fell
your
back
favor.
and just boom, straight.
Like hit his head.
Hit his head again, like the same way.
Very hard. And you saw his fingers like do this type of thing.
Start throwing up gang signs.
Yeah, it looked bad.
Nah, it's called like fencing. Or
yeah,
it's like finger fencing.
I should send you the TikTok Brighton sent me.
It's a medical term. I've seen there's so many TikToks.
Did you see the Vecna one?
Did you see the TSA one?
No.
Where the TSA body bags, it's sending a person shaped thing through the TSA line. It says Tua after the team tweeted that he's traveling home with the team.
Oh my gosh. That's so bad. Like, I hate to be making jokes, but like he also says he's fine.
Yeah.
Like
if you're gonna play him next week against the Jets, then I can make jokes.
Like the dude, we've talked about this. Like it looked, for not being like Kevin Ware, Paul George breaking a leg, or not being like Lawrence Taylor tackling that quarterback on the Redskins where his knee is the opposite direction.
Or Alex Smith.
Or Alex Smith, yeah, that's another good one. Or like somebody's neck, like being contorted and like pushed in and
push, and they're like the whole body, all that.
He just hit his head very hard, obviously, but I've never seen someone's body do something like that based on hitting your head like that.
It was so weird though. It was like watching it is like a surreal thing, like thinking about what you were seeing.
Right.
It was like immediate reaction. You were like, he went down, and you were like, you might not have said anything, but you were like, oh my gosh, because you're like thinking about the last time that it happened, and like all that, and you're like, oh my goodness, like that looked really bad, and then it zooms in, and he's
just,
and I'm like, no way.
Well, I was with Brayden and Kayla and Jenna, and like we were talking because like the game wasn't that interesting. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Televised games the last few weeks, like besides the first game, the Bills, Rams, have just been quite boring, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, there's only been a handful of games that
And
have been like really entertaining.
I'm not talking televised games. I'm talking like Monday night, Sunday night, Thursday night football games.
Yeah,
Like those
yeah,
games have not
the
been the
night
most
games. Yeah.
have not been very entertaining.
Hmm.
And so we were watching and we're talking, and I happened to look at the TV when this is happening, and like he came down, and I was like, oh, and then I like he's his hands, and I was like, oh my god, like, and they're like, what? And I was like, look, and they're like, what happened? I was like, it wasn't gross, like he just fell and hit his head, but it doesn't look good. And then we were like speechless, like it was just like, what is going on? Like this is really weird.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But I saw something that was like today. It said, I don't believe this. These doctors should be fired. That a Miami Dolphins doctor and an outside doctor both cleared him to play.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing is people because there was what do they call it, like personal practitioner,
Yeah.
whatever it's called, where it's not affiliate, or I wouldn't say not affiliated with the team. It's outside the team though, because I saw a TikTok of people talking about it because apparently these like solo doctors or whatever can get sponsorships through the teams or sponsor the teams.
Interesting.
Apparently,
It's
supposedly.
just
So
fishy because we talked about this. Like the Dolphins were hot. Tua was playing great. The receivers were playing great. You're going in to play a good team. The Bengals are good, and
yeah, and they have the momentum
it's like you
that
gotta
they've
play
never
them.
had.
Yeah, like but was it worth it? They probably could have lost the game without him. Like with or without him, they could have lost still. It
Yeah,
would,
that's the thing. He just got re-injured and they lost. Like,
and a week 3 loss to the Bengals doesn't make or break their season if they're as good as they're supposed to be with healthy Tua.
yeah, that's the other interesting part. It's like week 3. It's like, would you? It's such a hard thing 'cause it's like it's so hard to believe that there wasn't like any kind of malpractice,
Yeah,
but
it's just weird.
or any kind of like personal influence or gain or whatever.
Right, because it totally felt like the Dolphins just like you said yesterday, Elvis. If you've seen the movie Elvis,
Yeah.
Elvis was getting all these drugs. He's passing out. It's like, what do I do? Get
Yeah,
that
he
man on
passed out from
stage.
exhaustion. They stuck his face in an ice bucket, and he's like, the only thing that matters is that man gets on that stage and performs.
Right. And so that's what it feels like. That's a
That's
great
what, yeah, that's the comparison. That's what
and
I feel like's happening behind the scenes.
which is wild because one, Tua's not that good. He's not Elvis Presley of football.
No.
And two, like Dolphins, you've been bad forever.
No, it's like, it's really not that big of a deal to lose a week 3 and then have him be out for
A
a few
couple
weeks.
weeks. And you're gonna play the Jets week 4
Yeah,
or 5, I guess. Yeah, week 5.
5.
You're playing the Jets. They're not good.
You would be okay.
Like it'd be fine. Like you still probably make the playoffs. You're still a great team, but you're a better team with that Tua being alive. Quite frankly,
Not being dead.
like who's their backup? Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy Bridgewater.
That dude
And
been
honestly, yeah,
he's
and yeah,
he's not good. Like
no,
he's fine, but like he's
he's a
been
solid backup, but yeah,
he's been a backup his whole career,
yeah.
pretty much. So
He,
I don't know. It's
he wasn't horrible, but he again, I mean, obviously, it's still not great.
yeah. It's still weird. It's unless we
Odd for
see
sure.
all the. Granted, I'm not a doctor. I'm not gonna claim to be a doctor and know exactly what I'm talking about. Just the vibe I get.
I'm not a doctor. I never claimed to be a
I
doctor.
was just thinking the same thing. Also, Bryce Hall's funny now. I'm not gonna even lie.
Did you see his Smile trailer?
It was very good.
Yeah, it was actually good.
I was like, this is
And
funny.
him making fun of the different things he did, the Joker like stare dance thing.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, they're funny now.
Yeah,
Kind of hilarious.
they're 4 guys together.
Yeah.
Next one. I haven't listened to this yet, but
Yeah, Tyler Childers' gospel country album, Can I Take My Hounds to Heaven, which has to be like one of the most fire album titles ever thought.
yeah, we've talked about this.
existence.
It's such a good title.
Can I Take My Hounds to Heaven, which the song titled
Yeah.
Can I Take My Hounds to Heaven, the best song off the album. It is so good. And I mean, the whole album was fire. Each
Yeah.
song, there's like 8 songs, and then it has 3 versions. So there's like the Hallelujah version, the Jubilee version, and then the what was the last one? It's gonna bother you. Joyful Noise version.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So 3
That's
disc
cool.
album, 8 songs. You got if I had to give like a top 3,
Yeah, for sure.
I listened like I didn't even listen to every single version. I've listened to the Hallelujah version all the way through, and some of the Jubilee.
Yeah.
But Can I Take My Hounds to Heaven, number 1. Angel Band, number 2. And Heart You've Been Tending, number 3.
That's dope. Another music thing that I don't know if you listen to him, but What Up RG,
Oh yeah,
Christian rap dude, whatever. He dropped an album last night. It's pretty vibey. I think you would like it. I think it'd be your type of music. But I gotta say, like there's a couple of lines in one of the songs that I just, my goodness. He's like, how to get back up, tell myself I've been destined, holy presidential with the chosen I'm elected. But then, if I got it, then we got it. We all about to eat. Got a calling on my life. I'm about to walk what I preach. Put a demon in the hearse. Lay him down. R.I.P. I thought that last part. I was like, that's nice. Like, that's some nice wordplay. But yeah,
that is fire.
It's weird, man. I was so into Christian rap, and I still like it, obviously. But like people, they just aren't putting out good stuff recently. Like Andy Mineo did, NF does, if you consider him that. But like, that's a side note. But
when's the last time NF dropped? Is that like 2020?
He dropped last year. He dropped Clouds.
Did he? Was Clouds 2021?
I think so. March 2021. But he's almost done with his album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's close. He says that there's a couple tweets where he's been like, "This is some of the best work I've ever done. Like, I love it," type deal. Which he doesn't say he loves a lot of his stuff. So.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Clouds for me is probably one of my least favorite projects he's made, but
like I like a couple of the songs a lot, but also there's others. His last album though, The Search is crazy.
Yeah, The Search, Stinking, Therapy Session,
Perception. I mean,
those things are like, I think they're monumentally better, but
the dude just makes insane music.
Yeah, those are crazy.
So we'll see what he does next, but
yeah.
For
sure.
Now we got fall draft.
Oh yeah.
Do you want to redraft?
I mean, I don't even remember what I drafted, so.
All right, fine. Let's do it.
We can redraft.
All right.
You wrote it down. I know you wrote it down.
I will delete it right now. I no longer can see it.
So I remember there was something you took from me, and I can't remember what it is.
I no longer remember what it is. So, like, I don't have that good of memory, so I can show you. Yeah, it's not there. But you're first, so.
I gotta make sure I take one though that I took last. I'm taking it first this time.
Okay.
And that's Fall Colors.
I wouldn't have taken it first, but
I just had to.
I'm gonna go. What I took first. I know I took this first. I'm surprised you didn't take this first.
I don't remember what you picked. So.
Football season.
Oh, that was the one that I couldn't remember.
Literally 2 times in a row.
That was the one that you took that I couldn't remember.
That's so funny. I'm taking football season. Obviously.
Whatever, man.
Hands
Whatever,
down.
man. Then I'm taking Layers.
Gosh, dang it. I was going to hope you forgot.
I'm stealing it again. I'm doing it again. I'm taking sweatshirts. I'm taking flannels, pants.
Yeah.
Taking all that stuff, dude. Taking it all.
With that being said, I'm taking Halloween.
That's okay.
Taking-
I don't need Halloween.
Taking
I
Halloween.
don't need it. I don't need it.
It's a goat of the holidays. I mean, costumes, you got pumpkin carving, so many aspects to it. I love it. Oh, side note. Yeah. We're having a Halloween party that Kayla and Brian are hosting, and Jen and I are dressing up as Perry the Platypus and Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
That's so funny.
Anyway, continue on into
That's
the drafts.
I'm stealing one of your other picks that I just remembered.
Oh
By the
no!
way.
Don't take the one I want. No.
It's the pumpkin patch.
Ugh.
I'm taking the pumpkin patch. I'm taking hay rides. I'm taking hot chocolate. I'm taking corn mazes. I'm taking pickled
honestly,
pumpkins.
should be a first overall pick.
I'm taking it. I stole it. It's gone. You just gotta sit there and think about that now.
What are we, third pick now?
I just did 3, yeah.
I'm going with this little sneaky double right here. Doubling up might be the greatest fall duo of all time. Going Thanksgiving.
That was gonna be my next one.
I gotta go Thanksgiving. Like,
For sure.
with Halloween, yes, you have the pumpkin patch, but I got 2 fall holidays. There's no other fall holidays.
Nope.
That's
Nope. No other holidays.
I'm competing for I'm competing for a title now because of that.
I mean, here's the thing. You just eat all that food, you're feeling stuffed. You just watch all that football. You got to get your butt up, though, get in the car. Why? Because it's Black Friday.
Gosh dang it, I forgot.
It's Black Friday. It's Black Friday. It's Cyber Monday, and
No.
I'm saving all the money.
No, I forgot. No, I should have taken Black Friday. I forgot. Oh,
The real holiday that falls on Thanksgiving.
The sleeper, bro.
Thursday night Black Friday deals.
Starting at like 6 p.m.
Oh yeah.
I took this at number 2 yesterday, but I'm taking it at 4. I'm glad it fell to 4. I'm going back to school shopping.
That's a fire. I forgot about that.
Might be probably a top 10 feeling. We could do a feelings draft because that might be a top feeling,
That's
like
a good feeling.
Mom tells you.
If we do a top 5 feelings, if I can remember it, I blow you out of the water. I could pick one time and just trade you all my draft picks for absolutely no one, and I would still win the ship.
That's funny. There is. We would do a top 5 appropriate feelings because we gotta do those. But, yeah. But yeah, back to school shopping. Mom says, "Hey, hop in the car. We're going to the mall. We're not going just to Vancouver. We're going to freaking Clackamas or Washington." Yeah, it's a W. So
it's always a W day.
What's your 5th pick?
My 5th pick. I mean, I knew it was gonna fall, and I just have to take it because it's my thing, and for me, it's ranked much higher, but for you, it's not. So I'm taking scary movies.
Oh, that's fair. You gotta keep that at 5. I'm not picking that up.
I knew you were gonna pick it up.
Unless I was playing defensive.
Yeah.
And I wasn't.
Nope.
I wasn't. There's so many things to do. But I've been trying to think this entire draft of not going the same thing.
We have one really active viewer for this podcast, and he might kill you if you don't take what you took last time.
And that's most likely what I was going to take. I didn't know our active viewer enjoyed that.
Oh, he's a big
Well, our other active viewer is a very basic white girl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it. 5th round, whatever. Going pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin flavor.
Yeah, you gotta go for it. It's not my thing, but it's a solid role player, 6-man, So
yeah.
But
fall draft.
W.
Actually, us know in the comments who won.
Yes. Yes. Comment on our YouTube. Please subscribe. Give away the 100 subscribers.
I will Venmo
No, you should.
$5 to the first subscriber that is not someone we already know. If you are just a random person and you don't know us and you subscribe, I will Venmo you $5. You put your Venmo in the comments.
Yeah, first person to subscribe and put your Venmo in our comments section. You can have $5.
Oh yeah.
It might be sick.
Easiest $5 you'll ever make.
It might be. I'll double it. We'll go 5
Double
each.
it. Oh
$10.
$10.
You can
Easiest
get
$10 you'll ever make.
You can go get freaking 2 pumpkin spice lattes, or get one for you and your crush.
Yeah, facts.
And then you
Jackson, you're not getting $5 though.
Brighton, you're not getting $5. Lord knows that Jen is not watching this or subscribing.
Maddie, I'll pay you $50 if you listen to this right now and then subscribe.
For real though, Jen, I'll buy you literally probably whatever you want if you would listen to this and subscribe. So
that's so funny.
What I was gonna say is it'd be cool to do a giveaway in the sense of I don't know what I would do, but you could design a poster of their choice.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd have to think of something that I could do for them because. But anyway, let's sneeze. Looking to light actually does help. Interesting.
What?
If you look at light, it like makes it go away.
No, it's supposed to make you sneeze.
I just stared straight into this
If
light.
you look at a light, it's supposed to make you sneeze faster.
Then it's got to be placebo because I just stared into this light believing it'd make my sneeze go away, and it went away.
It's supposed to be if you say like, I don't even remember,
Goat.
Watermelon or pineapple.
Goat
or
is one thing, yeah.
Is that like it makes you not. That's what I know. Looking in the light, I always look in the light to make myself sneeze faster. So it's not like when it's like really slight building and it's gonna take forever. Then I just
right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so our next little segment that we got is a fun one. I did my absolute very best to not remember what you said, and honestly, I don't think I remember what you said.
Yeah.
Which
couldn't tell you.
So this will make it nice. So we're doing the TikTok trend where it's like what my boyfriend sees me as, and like there's all these categories and you list it, whatever. But this is what my brother sees me as with a bunch of categories, mostly relating to us, sports teams, collectibles, movies, places, characters, etc. So.
Oh yeah.
What
my brother sees me as.
Color. First thing I thought. Oh, go ahead.
I said, I'm first, remember?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Remember, I'm first. Yeah.
Sorry. I was born first.
That's okay. No one cares about that. You live in the past, man.
Oh, yeah, right.
I said deep blue.
Deep blue.
And I had no reason.
Right. It was just.
And I don't know. It just made sense.
It's like this color. Is this like kind of like
deep
this?
Ocean blue. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost black blue, you know.
Right. First thing that popped into my head when I was thinking color, thinking Micah, I said blue, specifically like a baby blue, like a Carolina blue. It's kind of what I thought of.
My favorite colors.
For obvious reasons. So.
That and brown are my favorite colors. So.
Yep.
Yep. Next we got sports teams.
Yes.
Mine was basic.
Yeah.
First thing that came to mind. We got 3 major sports teams, really. We got Celtics, Tar Heels, and the Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned you like the Sox.
I do.
Also.
Baseball-wise.
Yeah, we're not really baseball fans. Now, so I picked the Rangers.
Right.
So, I have a reason to,
Yeah.
I have no hate against the Mariners also. They're not like the Seahawks or the Trailblazers where I'm like. I can't
stand either two of those.
No.
Like, I cannot stand them, dude.
But I said the Tar Heels.
Yeah, that makes sense. And The sports team I thought of for you wasn't the Tar Heels. Actually, it was the Minnesota Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
Which we've talked about this, but like this Tar Heels are like where we meet in the middle, and we're like we both love the Tar Heels. But like I am a bigger fan of the Celtics than you are, but you're a bigger fan. Like you love the Vikings more than I love them. Granted, we both love each team as well, but we've kind of branched into like a little more liking, I guess, of those teams. So
definitely.
Item slash collectible.
I wonder. This wasn't a surprise the first time we recorded it, so
yeah, it is.
Funko Pops.
These guys right here makes sense.
I should have said something stupid. I should have like it wasn't a surprise the first time. Oh no. I should have said like some just something really stupid. T-shirts.
T-shirts.
Or like Funko Pops. I was gonna say books because I can see books, but I think that's also kind of a valid answer.
Right. I was trying to open this the past freaking hours. I got this.
So, you should just hit a crisp pop, dude.
I got this energy drink like 2 hours ago because I was like, I'm tired. And my dumb butt dropped it. And it's been like insanely.
That's so funny.
Anyway. No. Collectible for you. What we just talked about. I said trucker hats. It's like I think of a trucker hat, I think of you pretty instantaneously.
I had a different answer potentially. I think that the biggest thing I collect is W's, honestly.
That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say.
What were we talking? That was part of this, wasn't it? Are you talking about like I don't remember what you said, what it was related to. We were talking about like the confident.
Oh yeah.
Like the arrogance in a way, you know?
But not arrogant, like just like ego talk, jokingly ego talk.
Jokes, yeah.
Movie.
Yep. I said Stand By Me. Solid.
It's a fair take.
Solid movie.
I mean, it's a fantastic movie. I think it's Dad's favorite movie too, or up there at least. He loves that
too. And
great timing. Lord of the Rings.
Man.
Yeah, we need to watch that too.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings. I thought of Lord of the Rings. But like we talked about, like Interstellar is your favorite movie technically of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I don't think of that as like, oh, Interstellar, Micah. No, it's like I think Lord of the Rings. You love the lore. You love
everything,
all that jazz.
Love it all. It's actually killing me thinking because I'm watching Lord of the Rings with Maddie because she loves it. And Rings of Power show, and we watch every episode like a week late.
I haven't seen any of them. What I'm gonna do is watch them all, and then we'll talk about it when this first season's over. Because it's just we already have
every time. We always watch it like Thursday night, and then she leaves and it comes out.
That's funny.
So we don't watch it till like next Thursday. It's annoying because I'm saying I could just so easily watch it. Actually, I have another thing that I've been doing though.
What?
I started Breaking Bad.
Really?
It is really freaking good.
That's why everyone says that, dude.
It is like really freaking good. I'm almost done with the first season, and I don't even have like that kind of time. So I'm watching it like thinking like 1 to like 3 a.m. because it's just that good. I actually got in bed at like 2:30 a.m. at one night, and I forced myself to not turn it on because I was gonna be every time I turn it on, I watch it for like 3 hours.
That's bad.
At least.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I need to watch Yellowstone.
Yeah, you do.
That's like at the top of my list right now.
You do need to watch Yellowstone.
Of things that have been out for a while that I need to watch.
I need to not stop my show kick, though, because that is a thing for me. The reason why I don't watch shows is because I never start shows.
That's my problem.
There's such a commitment. I would rather just turn on YouTube videos and
watch a movie
that are just quick. Yeah, or movies.
Yep. I
can like justify movies more than TV shows, all that, and then YouTube, Twitch, all those things. I'm just like I just justify it because it's like it's like no commitment, right? I'm just
Yeah.
watching it and I'm done.
You know what's crazy? You know, actually insane. In the past 4 days, okay, I have watched a boys only episode of Impulsive. It was an hour and a half. I watched a full send podcast with just Steiny, what's his face? I forget his name, and Bradley, the main dude, Kyle, and Bradley. It was an hour and a half, so that's 3 hours. Okay, 3 hours there. Then I watched a 3.5 hour Flagrant podcast, Andrew Schultz podcast with Mr. Beast, 6.5 hours. Then I watched a 2 hour full send podcast with Mr. Beast, 8.5 hours of podcast I watched in probably the last 4 days since like Wednesday or Tuesday. Since Tuesday.
It's crazy.
That's an entire season of a show. That's an entire season of a show.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's like a mental block, bro. But then once I start TV shows, I'm like obsessed. I'm like, oh my gosh, why don't I just watch TV shows? They're so good. They're so entertaining.
I know.
And so when I finish Breaking Bad, which will probably be pretty soon, I just need to start the next show. I need to have it on deck and just boom, go.
It's always a bad thing when Outer Banks comes out.
Yeah.
Because last time Outer Banks, because first time was fine. It was during COVID. I watched it all night. Who cares? Second time was not during COVID, and I called out of the work next day because I finished it at 8 in the morning, and I was like, I feel sick.
I watched it the first night too.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sick.
And then Stranger Things 2 also.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
new shows are a little bit easier for me.
Yeah, because it's like weekly. It's easy.
Yeah, and it's like just happening. So I'm like, cool, yeah, I'll do it. It's like, I don't know what it is. It's about things that are already out, no matter how good they are. Because like Breaking Bad could very well be
the greatest show of all time.
It's considered the greatest show of all time.
Like there's Breaking Bad, there's Ozark, there's Peaky Blinders I want to watch, there's Yellowstone I want to watch. I mean, but I'll turn on that 70s show and watch it for 4 hours.
Yeah, I love that 70s show.
The mental block is insane.
I give myself validation for that because it's gone for so long.
And I'll do that with Boy Meets World, not as much though. But
yeah, Boy Meets World. Actually, I need to watch Friends too. I haven't watched Friends in so long.
Yeah, Jenna watches it every once in a while right now, but it's still a goat show.
Anyway,
superhero movie.
Oh, I was tripping. I read it completely different than what I actually wrote. I put Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I kept reading Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and I was tripping.
Oh, gotcha. It's funny you say that, because I said Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I forgot you did that.
Because
that's probably why I was reading it.
Because of your love for Spider-Man. We both love Spider-Man. It's like our favorite superhero. But at the same time, it's the most creative Spider-Man movie. I mean, the artistic style, all that.
Oh yeah.
So fire movie.
Animated movie.
Yours was easy. First thing popped in my head, Brother Bear.
Yep.
Your favorite animated movie of all time. Your favorite Disney movie of all time. Like, no question.
Definitely. And mine, for you, would have been the movie, but there was an animated movie, so I did Stand By Me, and then animated movie, Iron Giant. Definitely, no question.
Yeah.
It wasn't even difficult.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Fun fact, I've seen it in theaters.
Crazy.
Came out in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
That was 0. It came out, there was like, when I worked at Cinetopia, they did like a movie thing where it was like they put movies on, like a kid's movie in the morning on like a Wednesday morning, and I took Tate Campbell and we saw Iron Giant.
That's funny.
Place.
Actually go.
I said Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Texas. I mean, even Utah too. I think of as well, but
yeah,
you're kind of all over the map. So
yeah. And I said Hood Canal, Washington. Could have just said Washington,
right?
Obviously. Another good one would be like Hazeldale, Salmon Creek area.
Yeah, because of grandma and grandpa.
Mash of an area.
Plus, I live here now.
Yeah, you live like 5 minutes from them, so.
Not even like a minute, like legitimately a minute.
We went over to it. Like I went over to it with Maddie
Oh, really? You showed
after
her?
we left. Yeah.
I
So
want
like
to.
it's like she lives right here. I want to know if I can remember how to get it. I went straight to it, which is
Yeah.
crazy because I was not at all paying attention. Like at that age, I did not pay attention to where.
No, but it's like muscle memory. Like you just turn left at that place because before they had that huge bush, that
Yeah,
weird.
it
But
was actually it was purely recognition.
yeah, it's
We were
just
driving. I was like, just go. I was like, I'm just gonna go slow. And I looked down and I was like,
that's
it's
it.
that.
Yeah,
It's that.
and then the tree looks way smaller than
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Granted, we're a lot bigger now, but that's funny.
No kidding.
Um, animal. Um, the thing I thought of first, but I didn't put was red panda.
That's what I thought of first.
Which makes zero sense.
No. It doesn't.
Zero. The second thing I thought of was dog. Specifically,
Valid.
I thought of Brody. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Brody.
thought of Brody. Not Caspian or Treader.
It's funny.
Frick them. Like,
That's hilarious.
I don't know why I thought of Brody. I think I've seen more pictures of you with Brody. The homie. That's a great picture.
I have 2 pictures with him on my rotational lock screen.
I've made so many different rotations.
I have the. So every time I turn it on,
Same. I do the same thing.
different picture.
Um,
See, there's the other one.
my phone, I think, almost just died. Because I have one of us, the 3 of us. Gosh,
I have to turn off the ring light. It's reflecting.
oh.
And I'm not going to turn that. That's what I think would have to happen.
I have a Chicken the Duck one. I have a Spider-Man and Spider-Verse one. I have a Cars one that rotates. I have an Outer Banks one that rotates. I have my top 5 movies that rotate. I have a Top Gun one that rotates. There's a bunch of them. I need to do more, like with Jenna, like my wife. Oops. No, she's on my home screen. But anyway, what animal did you say?
Oh, I didn't say mine for you.
Okay, that's what I thought.
One I did for you was sea otter
That makes sense. I love them.
Yeah.
I've loved them.
for a long time.
I've seen one at the canal.
That's like what I picture is the canal one.
Yeah, it's like floating in the waves, and it's got like seaweed on it a little bit.
Yeah,
One of the crazy. I mean,
it's really cool.
the fact that there's orcas now in the canal scares
Which
me.
is wild.
It makes me not want to swim. I will
I
still,
want to swim.
but like the thought, because I know they won't come up to the bulkhead, but like
And they also haven't ever killed a person.
they could.
Yeah, but it's the fact that they haven't and they're that intelligent. Just like I don't know, it's like comforting because it's
Yeah.
like I mean, you see what they do to singing sharks and you see what they do to
Seals.
seals. Like, so if they wanted to kill me, like they're super intentional and malicious with what they do.
Yeah, they are.
And so I'm
They're
like, the
rude.
fact that no human has died is 100% not coincidence.
But they also haven't been like swimming in the sense, you know, like they've been in canoes and kayaks. Like if you're like out by the past the buoy and stuff, I just wonder. Granted, they're in the middle typically, but
I mean, do you really think that there hasn't been situations ever that somebody is swimming with orcas?
well, they haven't been there until recently, so I don't know. So maybe.
I'm saying like ever. 'Cause
Oh,
there's never been a person killed by an orca.
oh, really?
Never.
Oh, I
It's
didn't
never
know.
happened.
I didn't know that. Could you imagine going out that way though, where a freaking orca flings you 60 feet in the air?
What a way to go.
What a way to go out! I'd just be like in the air, being like,
I'd be like, there's no shot this just happened.
like you're serious right
I'm
now?
trying to think about like what kind of feeling and what kind of thoughts would be going through my head.
Because your leg,
so funny.
part of your leg's probably cut up, or like arm,
Probably.
and then you're just like up in the air, just falling.
Yeah, I feel like because I think that I feel like it would just be a long time.
I feel like it would obviously it would suck, but like I feel like it'd be like such a terrible like moment. A very reflective.
If it'd be like Frozen or chaotic.
I've never fallen
Like
from
where
60.
where you're just like, no, like just the whole process because you have to go up too.
Yeah, you got.
You gotta go up that high, and then you gotta sit, and then you gotta go down that far.
At that point, I'm praying for Jonah round 2. That's what I'm praying for. Like I'm like, God, You said this happened before. I'm okay with it. I don't know.
That's so funny.
Anyway, that would honestly though that'd be a crazy way to go out to die. Car. This is a good one.
Yeah. So for you, we talked about this last time. I'm sure you remember it.
Yeah, I do remember it because it was a great conversation.
Yeah, it's the old truck. It's the 1994
Ford
F-150
Eddie Bauer edition. Forgot to mention that last time.
Eddie Bauer edition.
Crazy.
It was so I can just imagine Dad purchasing that.
I remember it, kind of.
Just like,
I don't know if it's in my imagination or I actually remember it though.
look at this baby.
Right. Because I don't know when he bought it.
It's like fairly old at that point, but
I just know, like we talked about this, like it makes sense because yes, you drove it too.
yeah, it ended up being my car or my truck at some point.
But it became like a staple type thing where it's like in the town, like in Hawkinson, it was like there's Ry's truck. Like people would wave to me because they could recognize my car. So it's the only one in the area that had that car, you know. So it makes sense that that's what you think of, versus, you know, I don't know. So
a dream car, right?
A dream car, yeah. I put a dream car for you. As I was thinking about it again, I do think of a Jeep Patriot as well.
Yeah.
But I said a vintage Ford Bronco. Which I could definitely see you having in the future.
Hopefully.
I mean, if you're making as much money as you could at Willis Towers watches to start out, I think you'll get one.
I think I could. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'm expecting a really, really good 2024 Christmas present, Micah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh. That's funny.
Funny.
Like your spending limit for me is like this, but yours is gonna be a fictional character, animated and not animated. See, I don't remember what you said.
You will.
I'm blank. So hit me with the animated first.
Animated was Larry the Cucumber.
I literally forgot. Oh, it's so good.
That's so funny.
Tell me why.
Just I don't know, honestly, the relation, just because it just popped in my head, obviously related through like that like preacher
Right.
sense or whatever, you know, where they're like, you know, VeggieTales is obviously a gospel sharing like platform
kids thing, yeah.
You know? And you know,
makes sense.
You just remind me of that.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Animated for you. Do you remember the animated one? I'll just say it.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Hiccup.
Yep.
From How to Train Your Dragon.
Yep.
Because of, you know, like the wittiness, the kind of smoothness, like awkward smoothness. You're not awkward in any way, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And he's just confident in himself, and toothless is Brody or Caspian, I don't know. But
yeah.
So long hair too. He's a Viking.
Caspian's definitely toothless. Bro's got some, no offense, but some British chompers.
Insert picture of Caspian above, right?
Insert British person over here.
He does. He's got like nothing there, dude. Oh gosh, it's so funny. Oh, it's so good. Fictional non-animated character.
Was technically animated for me.
I remember what you said because it meant a lot to me.
CGI.
So, yeah.
It was Optimus Prime.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you said you could say yeah.
The reason,
for the people, not me. I know what you said.
No, because Ry wants to hear it again. Boosted ego.
No, it's not boosted ego. It's like boosted like brotherly
Big head
connection.
here over here.
Shut up.
Wants me to compliment him again, so I'll just do that. You guys can mute. So
Oh gosh.
yeah,
That's
I
not
said it
actually why I
because
want him to say it again.
liar.
I call you
Because I
triple.
said because he's like a like a mentor figure,
Mhm.
and I don't know, old like he's kind of like the big bro figure
Right.
in the movie in that way to like Shia LaBeouf character and like Bumblebee
Yeah.
and any really Autobot.
I am Optimus Prime. I'm gonna put this up. You just gave this Funko Pop so much more meaning. I just want to let you know that. Literally, like I kid you not, like it's on my shelf down here, and like you can see Bumblebee,
Yeah.
right over there. But like I was like, they're kind of clunky. Like I'm never gonna put them up somewhere where like they're really seen. But you gave it so much more meaning.
That's funny.
For you, I said William Turner.
Yep.
Good old Will Turner from Pirates of the Caribbean. The confidence, I specifically told you that it's like the scene where he challenges Davy Jones.
Yeah.
Like you have that level of confidence in yourself. Got the lovely locks, I could see you cutting out your heart for your BFF so he doesn't have to be at sea forever. But like it was seriously the first thing that popped in my head, which is strange. I would not have thought of that. I thought.
Funny, yeah.
But superhero. This one was not as fun as I thought it would be, but
No, I said Batman.
I said Spider-Man.
That's what I associated with.
Yeah. There's
I
no
don't know.
real reason behind it.
And this one was just association.
Mm-hmm. Brand. I said Cody James.
Yeah.
The Western. I don't know. Is it a Western brand? Is that how you describe it?
Yeah, Western.
They got hats. They got jeans. They got shirts. They got everything.
I got it all.
Yeah, yeah. Micah has it all. So.
It's funny.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely. And for you, I said Carhartt.
Which makes sense. We talked about this. It fits my style of transitioning into like the blue collar style, but also
Location.
It's actually so funny. Yeah, it's like location, PNW kind of deal.
All that kind of stuff. And then Western fits like Utah, Nevada, Arizona, which were like the Wild West. And then obviously Texas. Artist. For you, I went back.
You did.
We had the progressions. NF's a good answer. Didn't do it. Gable Price. What else did I say?
You said Zach Bryan.
Zach Bryan, I considered. That might have been it.
I think that was it.
Okay, yeah. But I went with Andy Mineo.
It's a fair one. I mean, I love him. He's a Christian rapper that's making dope music still.
Definitely.
Yours was probably the easiest answer I've ever had. Like,
yeah.
I wrote Zach Bryan. I wrote it down. I was like, George Strait, Garth Brooks. Yeah. No, he listens to Zach Bryan religiously. So,
I mean, let's go to the Apple Music replay to see just how bad it's gone. Because when we did it as a segment after like 6 months, it was bad. So, let's see real quick. We can continue. I'll wait for it to load. Last thing we got is the hobby passion project that is not podcasting.
So do think of podcasting obviously for you. But ultimately I said graphic design. It makes sense. I mean, you got all these here, down here. You're very good at it. Like you said, you sold some things. So
yep. Definitely.
Yeah.
So
Let's hear it. Is this the last month or 6 months?
I don't. This is just 2022.
Okay.
So Zach Bryan is my most listened to artist. Then it's Cody Johnson. Then it's George Strait. Then it's Coulter Wall, and then it's Flatland Cavalry.
Okay.
Then it's Tyler Childers, Morgan Wallen, Alan Jackson, Zach Brown Band, Ernest, Kenny Chesney. Some good names.
Yeah, for sure.
Cody Johnson and George Strait. George Strait was 32 hours listened. Cody Johnson's 34 hours listened. You want to guess how much I listened to Zach Bryan?
80 hours.
102 hours.
Wow, that's a lot of hours.
That's a lot of hours.
I don't have that type of list, but I have a list of my last month top 5 artists. Number 1, Zach Bryan. Number 2, Gable Price and Friends. Number 3, King's Kaleidoscope. And number 4, NF. And 5 is random, but my top tracks are like Burn, 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 I Need You by Gable Price, Oklahoma Smoke Show, Something in the Orange, Deadband by Gable Price, all those. So
Oklahoma Smoke Show slept on.
It's such a good song.
It's such a good freaking song.
Show. I wish I could sing. Anyway.
She swears his love is a godsend. She ain't known God since she was a child. Yeah. Dude, that's like, the lyrics are crazy. And freaking Burn, 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 I think is his best song he's ever made.
Dude, when he I
don't know what it is.
Singing, and he starts yelling,
screaming it. Well, it's just the whole song together, because the whole song's like a freaking progression poem. He's really just singing poetry.
He's such a good
There's
poet,
no chorus. Too. It's just verses. He's just talking, and it's completely progressive, like a linear timeline. And then it gets to the end, and the ending, we all burn, burn, burn. It's I don't know. The song's so well made.
Burn, burn. And he's dropping out. He's dropping out. Talent.
Yeah.
In February too.
Crazy, bro.
He said, "Micah, I know your birthday's coming up. Let me just drop an album real quick."
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh, that's awesome.
Crazy. But to finish it off, I didn't say your hobby passion project.
Yes.
Which I said is preaching, and that's really obvious. Same reason, fits really well. And then the other one I said is movie critic.
Oh yes. Which is, it's definitely, honestly, it's because of how our podcast has turned out.
Yeah.
And it's definitely been one of the biggest upsides of our podcast.
I actually have to watch a really good movie that I've wanted to watch next week for a class.
What movie?
A River Runs Through It.
Let's watch it. What's it on?
I think it's on Netflix.
What's it about? We can watch that for our movie of the week. 1992.
Yeah, it's a Brad Pitt movie. It's on Netflix.
Oh. Young Brad Pitt.
Yeah, it's old, yeah. Relatively, okay, wait, let's see. So rural Montana spend much of their time fly fishing. Sons of a minister. The boys eventually part company when Norman moves east to attend college, leaving his rebellious brother to find trouble back home. When Norman finally returns, the siblings resume their fishing outings and assess both where they've been and where they're going.
That sounds like it's going to make me cry.
So it's like a coming of age.
That sounds great.
Brother relationship movie. That's what it sounds like.
Dog. It really sounds like it's there's a couple brother. I'm surprised. I'm trying to think of what brother movies there are. Because there's the Brothers movie with Jake Gyllenhaal and
there's Step Brothers.
I meant emotional brothers movies.
That's emotional, man.
I guess Big Hero 6, dog.
That is a good one. That's a really emotional one.
That's a type of movie where you think about your brother.
That's proof of good writing, bro.
Yeah.
The fact that Takashi's in the movie for so little, and it's one of the most
central things,
heartbreaking deaths in the entire Disney animation.
It's that and Up.
and Lion King.
Mufasa, yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're all like not at the end. They're like
No.
beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
That's such good writing. Shout out
Which is
Disney.
crazy to create that kind of attachment so fast.
Right. Speaking of things that Disney's not doing well, we have She-Hulk episode 7.
Garbo.
It's just not very good. We've talked about this at length, and I'm not crapping. We're not crapping on the show just to crap on it. Like, I think we've both been trying to give it a shot.
Yeah, it's just been 7 weeks of absolutely nothing happening except for the most abysmal and cringe moments in MCU history.
And a terrible villain. Like, the villain's annoying. They marketed
villain. Like, is there a villain? That's the problem. Their villain is
It's the Hulk King. It's not a comic person. I know that. It's just people on Twitter are like complaining, "Oh, you just want Daredevil." Like, no, if you wouldn't have marketed Daredevil, I'd be fine. Like, it wouldn't matter.
Maybe if they wouldn't have relied on Daredevil. It's 100%. It pisses me off just because it's for sure just they knew it was trash.
Yeah. They knew it.
They knew it was garbage, so they marketed Daredevil.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. But what are you going to do? Hopefully when Daredevil's in it, it kind of makes the show a little bit better and we find out more.
Hopefully.
So.
Next we got Andor, episode 4.
It was boring.
It's
beautifully shot. Acted well.
It's really cool. You got to see rainforest planets. You got to see Coruscant again. It was really cool. It was definitely very visually cool. But it was not interesting. I actually fell asleep for like 5 minutes during it.
I was playing Fortnite.
I fell asleep. I was watching it with Jackson. I fell asleep for like 5 minutes and he woke me up.
Yeah, I was literally like, I had it on this monitor, and on this monitor I was just playing Fortnite. Like, not like creative type stuff. So I was kind of paying attention, but it was just so boring. I was like, nothing's going on.
Yeah, the first 3 episodes were way better.
Yeah, that's true. Third one in particular.
Yeah, third one was definitely good. I still think it'll be good. I don't think.
I agree.
It's really concerning.
John, Star Wars is doing okay.
Yeah, I think they're figuring it out again. They started doing bad, but this is nowhere near the problems that Book of Boba Fett had.
Not at all.
And it's a way less, like, when you think about it. I mean, you're talking about Cassian Andor versus Boba Fett, which is like one of the most famous characters in Star Wars, because he was just like a background character that showed up barely at all, and he became a character because people were obsessed.
Yeah.
With him.
Right.
And so they wrote him in and gave him a story and all that stuff. And so you have like that kind of hype. And you got this story that, he didn't die. He's in the Sarlacc pit.
He died, dog. Like,
yeah, I mean, it had so much hype with it, so it could have been really good. But the fact that it was awful, then obviously everyone's like, should have let him die.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, so when you compare it or whatever, this is doing a way better job with Star Wars content than Book of Boba Fett ever could have done.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of someone who's still gonna be dead, but technically not in this new movie.
And he's also a pool.
He is a pool. He's a Deadpool. Deadpool 3, Ryan Reynolds confirmed, and Hugh Jackman confirmed that Hugh Jackman is coming back to play Wolverine at least one last time in Deadpool 3. So,
yes, sir.
They said that the movie does not negate the ending of Logan, which is good because that movie is dang near perfect. So, I'm excited. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is incredible. So,
yeah, I'm excited too.
Do you think that Hugh Jackman will be in Secret Wars then?
It's very possible.
I think they're gonna go hard. So I think this next one.
Yeah.
Next one's interesting. Um, the Blade movie. So the director was fired or let go, or he stepped down. One of the three things. The actor who plays Blade, Mahershala Ali, is frustrated with the process because the script was only 90 pages. It featured only two lackluster action scenes, action sequences, whatever. Apparently, they're starting over with the script. The script it's being rewritten completely. But Kevin Feige is said to be spread too thin, and this is the thing that's important to talk about. Michael, what
Because
do you
he
think?
is. That's what we said. That he's spread too thin, and because he is, and it's showing up in this Blade thing, 90s, 90-page script,
Right.
uh, two action sequences, in a movie about a vampire.
Kill
So
like an assassin type dude. Like
yeah,
he's supposed to.
got no action.
He kills people. Like it's what he does.
And She-Hulk,
Yeah,
all these things.
that just aren't getting enough attention. Um, it we talked about this a little bit, but like the things that I feel like they want to be really good, they do still make really good. I guess like Loki, WandaVision, No Way Home. I would argue Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, I don't know. I think yeah, but I also think that those came before the really bad things.
It's true because they all were shot during COVID when they had unlimited time. Granted, I guess they have unlimited time now because it's their job, but like,
Yeah, I mean, it's just I see that. I hope that's true. Hope
mm-hmm.
that things they really care about are gonna be good, but really nothing was bad until like
Black
Thor,
Widow.
or I guess Black Widow was bad,
But that's
but
different reason though, I think.
I think it's a different reason. I think it was bad because it made no sense to be released at that time.
What was the worst what was the worst thing?
The worst thing about Black Widow,
No, like what came first as like the not good Marvel project.
I mean, I
Not
would argue Thor, but people would say Eternals.
I don't think Eternals was bad.
Neither do I. I think Eternals was good.
Um not Hawkeye, not Loki, not WandaVision. I would argue as well that not Miss Marvel.
Oh, Captain America, the Winter, or not
Yeah,
Winter,
yeah, you could kind of
Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
yes. You just won some points for calling him Captain
Yeah,
America. Yeah, you could tell with that. That wasn't bad. Like
the
She-Hulk bad.
villain was awful.
Yeah, it's really dumb. Really
It's a really awful villain.
bad. It just felt like a show to get him to become Captain America so they could do Captain America 4, which makes sense, but
Yeah,
yeah. Because I would with the Miss Marvel thing, it's not my cup of tea, but I feel like it wasn't made bad. You know what I'm saying? Where She-Hulk's
yeah.
just like not good and Thor just wasn't good either.
I don't know.
But then again,
I
I
didn't
haven't
watch Captain or
Miss
Miss
Marvel.
Marvel, so
Yeah, same. This next one I know you're excited about.
yes.
Yeah.
Werewolf by Night debuts at a 100% Rotten Tomatoes. And you said that made you really excited for it. I was already really excited for it. I think that's like perfect example of what Marvel can do. See, spice things up
Mm-hmm.
because it's been brought up. People are like, "Oh, MCU is cool," but it's all just the same superhero movie. So
Right.
like, let directors have their cup of tea and do their thing. And then Thor: Love and Thunder came out, and it was super Taika Waititi, but it was too Taika Waititi,
Yeah.
and it ruined the movie because it was way too sarcastic, and there's way too many jokes. The amount of jokes they were telling was just like it felt like they were just trying to vomit out jokes and
Mm-hmm.
hoping that you laugh at like a third of them,
Right.
and like I would say like a fifth or a sixth of the jokes actually like really landed.
Right. There were so many. There was still a lot, but I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
like you could think about it, you're like, oh, it was a funny movie. I laughed so much, but I also listen to 4 times as many jokes as I laughed at.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's Werewolf by Night it's a definitely it's a different taste. You know, it's something that's um, it's on its own. Like it's yeah, I'm
It should
excited.
be explored more.
What do you mean that type of content?
Short film, TV show. Maybe it doesn't fit in a TV show format, so maybe we make a really good quality
Hmm.
hour and 15-minute movie.
Yeah, full
You know,
story.
we just want to set up Captain America, Falcon as Captain America, so we can make Captain America 4. So let's
Mhm.
make a hour and 15-minute thing setting him up.
That could have been really good. There's a lot of backstory that we don't need in certain things.
Yeah, just
Loki needed to be
it
that
needed to
long.
be in that form. Yeah,
WandaVision didn't need to be as long as it was, but it still needed
still fit really well.
7
Yeah,
episodes. You know, Hawkeye could have been a short show. Or
Hawkeye could have been a short film thing. Yeah,
I enjoyed it a lot, mostly because I enjoyed Kate Bishop's character. And
even like multiple.
like a
I'd
couple
rather
of
watch
them.
like a long episode / short film
Mm-hmm.
and have like 3
Right.
that come out like every 2 months or something like that. You know, like they kind of spread them out a little bit. You
Mm-hmm.
know, kind of fills in. You know, like you're waiting for other projects that are bigger. You get to have this first piece of the story, and then you watch the big project, and you get the second
Mm.
piece of the story, and then you watch the next big project, and you get the third piece of the story.
Hold on.
Something like that.
I think Kevin Feige's calling me. That's a good idea. It's good
It's a good
ideas.
idea, yeah.
Yeah. Head of marketing team, Kevin Feige stepping down. Paulson podcast, Chicken and Duck podcast is stepping up. Um, another thing I'm super excited for: Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Couple updates. Namor is officially a mutant, which is a W. That's great. Not much to talk about. Funko Pop releases a Black Panther Funko Pop, and you can on the face. I still haven't sent you the picture. It's got like the white dots, like Shuri. I don't know if it's fake. I don't think it's fake, but that's why people are expecting it to be Shuri. But also at the same time, the runtime of this movie is going to be 2 hours 41 minutes, making it the second longest MCU film. So that's super exciting.
Definitely. I'm so excited for that.
Really, I mean, that movie could be very very good. It could be amazing. So there's so much emotion behind it. I don't know.
Yeah, honestly, if that movie's bad,
I'll cry.
I think Marvel could be dying.
If that
If
movie's
that
bad,
movie's bad.
yeah, because
Because it's so easy to make that movie good.
yeah, you don't have to do a whole lot.
He's a great character. Like, it's a great character. You have all this thinking backstory. They got Namor. Like,
Yeah, you've got a lot of added pieces to it that are really really good. The story seems good. Like you got a crazy
it's just
cast.
it's just a little it's just a little bit concerning now because I just said that. I'm like, oh, it's like so hard to mess up. Thor was a great character. The
Th-
surrounding characters were great, and
yeah,
it had the hype, and it had arguably potentially like could have been the best villain
I still think he
ever
is the
in the future.
best.
I think that yeah, I think he was still
They
good.
had the
He
best.
just didn't have screen time.
It's the best actor they've ever had in a Marvel movie.
Yeah, and I think he was the best villain, but
Yeah.
he didn't have the biggest impact because he didn't have the time to.
But I will say the director of Black Panther, I don't remember who it is. I trust more than I trust Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi, yeah.
Taika Waititi, I can't stand him.
Fumbled hard.
Yeah, dude. He's the definition of the Mark Sanchez butt fumble. That's what Taika Waititi is. This next one, that's all you.
Oh yeah, Now You See Me 3, in the works. You got a pretty good director too.
Yeah, he directed Zombieland, American Gangster.
So he's already worked with Jesse Eisenberg and what's his face? bald dude. What is his name?
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson. Yeah, already
Yes.
worked with both of them because they
Uh-huh.
were both in Zombieland. So
Yeah.
good mesh. It's probably there already,
Yeah.
and I just love that series, bro.
People are excited about it.
I love that series.
It is the first one's the best one, but the
Yeah.
second one's still really good too.
Yep.
Um, Jonathan Majors, he's the actor that plays King the Conqueror. He's the actor that's going to be playing the villain in Creed 3. But he's also set to potentially play Dennis Rodman in a movie called 48 Hours in Vegas, where the film follows a crazy story of how Dennis Rodman, NBA star, went on a little adventure to Vegas in the middle of the 1998 NBA Finals. Um, wild. Wild. I think that this is really cool.
It's gonna be awesome.
That's like an Uncut Gems type of level of like sports movie, you know.
Yeah,
Give me
definitely.
give me Adam Sandler to direct it.
And I think the whole like thing, Vegas setting allows for like such cool cinematography.
Yeah. And like
Like in
crazy
Elvis,
stuff.
all the Vegas stuff, the slot things, all
Mm-hmm.
that cinematography that they got to use and the different editing stuff
Yeah.
was wicked cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. I
I
think that'll be dope.
I think it'll be dope. Outer Banks season 3 teaser trailer. I'm glad I'm almost glad that I messed up our recording yesterday.
Yeah.
Not actually, but like Outer Banks season 3 trailer that we forgot to talk about yesterday. It looks so good. Like
It does.
I don't know what it is. It's probably not going to be the best thing ever, but I'm going to love it so much. I can guarantee it.
I mean, it's been in production for a while, so
They
it could
also
be
they also are
really good.
improving every season.
Yeah, they are. So it could be really, really good.
Yeah. I'm a diehard
That's
fan.
got some really good actors like emerging or whatever.
Yep. You have
You got Rafe and you got
um,
um
JJ.
JJ is really good.
He's in
Pope's really good.
Uncharted. Madeline
And
Klein's in
then
the new Knives Out.
yeah,
Jay Stokes is really the only one not doing much,
yeah,
which is surprising. I guess he's probably the worst actor out of all of them,
probably yeah.
even though he's not bad. But the show looks awesome. It looks really, it like doubling down on the adventure and the like the stress and all that type of stuff.
Looks really cool. Last thing we got. Not really going to talk about it, but we got the Yellowstone season 5 trailer dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Looks fire. It's
W.
because it's a fire show.
Right.
So I don't even. It's so funny. A show like that, I don't even need a trailer, dude.
Right.
I didn't even think there was gonna be a trailer.
I didn't even know they did trailers.
Neither did I. I thought they just put out fire content and said, "Eat it up."
That's so funny.
But yeah, it's gonna be so good. I'm so excited.
That's gonna be awesome. Movie of the week. I had the same reaction yesterday, and we had a full conversation about it too.
Yeah.
It's a movie. We watched Good Will Hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon wrote, starring them, and
It was star-studded, bro.
it's got that Swedish dude.
Yeah, that's in Thor.
And Andor.
And all these other, he's like always plays like the same kind of character.
Yeah.
But he must have not been big at that point, or not that big. But I would consider him a well-known actor now.
Oh yeah, I don't know his name.
You got Robin Williams. You got Cole Hauser's in Yellowstone.
Mm-hmm.
You got the other friend who we don't know his name, but he's
forgetting.
in like a lot of comedies stuff.
You got the girlfriend.
Yeah,
she's pretty big.
And then you got Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's 7 big names.
And you said this, I didn't know this, that they wrote the movie because they couldn't get cast.
They weren't getting cast for anything.
So they wrote their own movie.
Screw you, we're going to write our own movie and cast ourselves. And
wrote one of the greatest screenplays ever. It was so good.
It was really, really, really freaking good.
Like, we talked about it last night, but like the scene where he's like, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. I could just
And he broke down. Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting goosebumps now. Like progressively, it's like punching you right in your heart over and over.
The progression in that moment is crazy too.
Yeah.
So like the whole movie is like this progression of breaking the character
Matt Damon. Will Hunting.
Character Will Hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Who's like this genius guy, swagger, arrogant, like kind of like how you described me. But
you were not like that, but
like it's similar.
Yeah.
He's got like the confidence swagger thing. He's like a genius, like a once in a lifetime genius.
Yeah, like Albert Einstein level, like
crazy.
Smart. Yeah.
And so it's like all this progression of breaking down this character, picking him apart, and breaking him, breaking the facade, finding who he actually is. And that little scene, "It's not your fault," is a compacted version of the whole movie, where he goes from completely arrogant, like fine, whatever, nothing, closed off, shut down, to angry.
Yeah,
he's getting pushed.
Yeah,
so he's like getting pissed. He's like, "Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me!" He's like pushing him. All this. He's "It's not your fault. It's not your fault." To completely breaking and
hugging
just
him.
breaking down and crying.
Yeah, because he had to know. He needed to know it wasn't his fault because he had this horrible childhood. Parents abandoned him. All this type of stuff.
Yeah,
like it's not his fault. Gosh.
It was such a freaking good movie.
Robin Williams. It made me miss Robin Williams. We talked about that as well.
Yeah, because you always remember him like, for at least for us, we always remember him as like his roles that we knew from childhood.
Yeah,
so, like Aladdin and RV,
Jumanji,
like his funny roles.
Yeah,
all of his funny roles. Which Jumanji is probably the best, acting.
You could argue Aladdin based, but I know you mean. I know you mean.
Where it has more serious moments.
Yeah, of course.
His character isn't just a comic relief.
Yeah, RV, he's great in RV too. I don't care what anybody says.
I love RV so much.
It's such a funny movie. It reminds me of Grandma's because we always watched it at Grandma's house.
Yeah, that's very true. But yeah, I mean, this role, he was like, it was some of the best acting I've ever seen from anyone.
Yeah, it was so good. Like
he was phenomenal.
When I was we were at the Lobergs and I was like, no, not Will. I said, Luke, have you seen Good Will Hunting? He goes, oof. And I was like, what? He's like, that's the greatest movie of all time. And I was like, wow, like that's a valid opinion. And his wife Amber was like, that's a bold statement. He's like, it's so good.
It's that good.
Yeah, takes your breath. Like, it's what you want in a movie. Like, just it won an Oscar for a reason. Academy Award. So the screenplay, it worked. It was amazing. It was phenomenal. So.
Oh yeah.
I still need to write a review. I really want to write a review on it, but
I don't write reviews, but I don't think I could write a review about this one.
I haven't been speechless like that in a while watching that movie. So
honestly, I could not tell you. I would say Interstellar.
Yeah, that's fair.
Last time that I felt like this, where I'm just like, just sat there, After I finished Interstellar, I just sat there. After I finished this movie, I just sat there.
I literally sat in my chair. I was like this.
Let the credits go.
I did the same thing. I don't ever do that. Ever.
No, I always turn it off at least, and I go on my phone, go on TikTok, and respond, do whatever.
Right. I
never let her. I just sat there and I looked at the credits.
And then eventually, I just like sat up, went to my computer, didn't close any tabs. I hit sleep on everything, and I walked out of the office because I was like, and I walked up to Pogue. I was like, Pogue, you gotta watch this movie.
You gotta watch the movie, man.
Where were you? Yeah, dude, it was just phenomenal. Like
Oh yeah.
a breathtaking movie, truly. So the other thing that I told you last night that you didn't know, but I'll tell everybody here. The scene, if you've seen the movie, there's a scene where they're just in a counseling session, Matt Damon and Robin Williams, and they're talking about his wife. Which I'll say also the ending where he's like, I gotta go see about a girl, this full circle thing, where he's like, oh, damn kid stole my line. Like, such a great ending to a movie. But
Oh yeah.
I will say, there's a scene where they're having like a casual, they're having fun, they're laughing, they have good rapport or whatever. And Robin Williams starts telling this story about his wife's farts in the movie, like his character wife who passed away. And Robin Williams is completely making up this story on the spot, and they are like, Matt Damon is laughing like they're laughing like hysterically, like funniest laughter ever type thing.
Yeah.
And
It's so
it's
funny.
completely improv. Like they're just cracking up, and they kept it.
Yeah, he's like, one night she farted so loud
That she woke herself up.
woke herself up,
Yeah.
and she asked if it was me, and I just didn't have the heart to tell her.
And they're dying. They are dying laughing, dude.
So good.
It is so good. We both said it. 100 out of 100.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Incredible movie. So, but
So good.
yeah, amazing.
Well, we cut off like
10 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yeah, 15
probably.
minutes. Yeah.
15 minutes exactly.
Yeah.
Definitely was good. We had some variation. Not as many tangents this time.
No, but it also it's still
It was interesting though, which we filled the time, but I feel like we had like 4 or 5 like large tangents yesterday. Tangents.
But I feel like we had different ones today.
Yeah, we had a few.
Yeah.
For sure.
This was I'm still content because last night when we got off, like this was one of our best episodes. I still feel.
Yeah, I still like this.
I still feel the same. I think honestly, the camera thing helps a lot.
I think so.
Because it's like we're together.
Yeah, talking.
Yeah. So.
Definitely, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I was nervous that it was gonna be
not good,
like static and like lethargic. Redoing like another 2 hours of content.
Right.
But it was good.
It was good.
I think it was good. I think this one's like actually it was worth redoing it.
Yeah, 100%.
And putting it out.
And now we have all the kinks figured out, so we'll never have to do this again.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
fingers crossed. I guess we haven't stopped recording yet.
Oh gosh, I'll cry. I'll break down into tears right now.
Yeah, before we get off, life's tough. Get a helmet.